She's talking.
I'm your girl, Dom.
And I'm Charity.
And I'm Des.
And welcome to She's Talking. Hey, ladies, how y'all doing?
Good. I'm motherfucking tired.
Yo, mama.
I'm sleepy.
Heard me? All right, so we done had a couple snoodies in, right? So we done had some time to read some things. Did y'all watch the interview with YB?
No, I ain't watch it.
I did. I ain't gonna lie. I watched it a couple times. I kept going back. Like, did he say that?
Guess what? I went all the way to YouTube to watch the full interview, which is like maybe like 40 minutes.
No, I did TikTok.
And baby, my brain was so scrambled after because I was getting frustrated. I was getting mad for the interviewer because I wanted to jack him up and say, you know more than one word. You know more than use your grown man voice.
But
use your grown man voice.
I also feel like people, the interviewers don't know how to interview him. They ask him the same thing, so that's why he gives them the same answers. It's always the same questions for him. And he's not a good interviewer, first of all. So why go there with the same questions? Like,
but do you think that he acting?
Yeah, because when they asked him about, when they said, what you think about the fuck the streets? And he was like, what? I'm for the fucking streets. That Michael Jackson voice went gone. It was overdone. He was like, but I ain't telling people to go around toting guns, but I'm saying keep your shit on you. But then he went back to like, oh no, you think we could go outside and get some fresh air?
Yo, that fresh air line, bruh, that thing took me. I had to replay that a couple times because I was like, you ain't ask another grown man if y'all could go get some fresh air. You could have just be like, yo, I'm about to step out because I need some air. Come on.
It blew me too when they asked him about Tiana Taylor because she did the creative for his tour.
Tiana Taylor.
She did the creative for his tour.
Yes,
so they asked him like,
yeah, she put in that work.
they asked him like, oh, how was it working with her and stuff? And he was like, oh, I don't know. And they was like, well, who did the work? And he was like, my team. So you ain't talked to her? No.
And that's not true because Tiana Taylor has to work closely with the artist.
Yeah,
Come
like,
on,
so
bro.
he was like,
Well,
he
probably
didn't.
was leaned out and don't remember.
He's
Heroin, whatever the fuck they be doing. They be doing that hard shit. What they call that? Dog food.
what?
That's what they be
What
calling
is that?
That's what they be
Who
calling
taught
that.
you that, Dad?
You was in the streets. Dad, you in the streets. Every week we learn something new.
She too quiet.
Yo,
That's
Cause
what
I
they
don't
be
know
calling
about dog
that.
food. What's
Nah,
dog
I
food?
swear. They call heroin dog food.
Yeah, they be
They
doing
be calling
heroin.
that shit. I be like
No,
saying
ma'am.
dog food. That's what they be calling it.
They had the dog
but
food?
I ain't watched the interview because like when I hear his music, I don't know what the fuck he be saying. So I'm like, why am I going to watch the interview? I already know what he be saying in the songs. Like
He be
I
screaming.
don't
Them
know
kids.
what the hell they be lit. And I
Them
be
kids
looking
look at him
what's
like the
happening?
president, okay?
but I don't
What's
understand
happening?
why. Because I
I
was
don't know what
watching
he
the
be
interview
saying.
and
I
I
don't
was
know
so
nothing.
confused. I was
Because
just like,
everybody hate
and then
YB.
he don't know if he going. He don't know if he going. He said he going on tour. The dude said, so you gonna take it to Europe. He shook his head, yeah, but then said he don't know. Just
Because that mean that he
contradicting.
probably just got people doing shit for him, and that's probably why he half the problem with the drugs is because
to keep himself
people
numb.
enable.
Then he
people
was
enable him
outside
to
in
do
the
whatever.
cold, and they was like, "Why you want to be out here in the cold if you cold?" And he was like, "I like it here."
Yeah.
And then his whole other family is white.
Wait, he in Utah? Is that where he
Yeah.
at still? Okay.
And Grave Digger
And his
Mountain.
grandmother
Would
was
y'all
a
go to Grave
Mormon?
Digger Mountain?
No.
I go. I ain't gonna
That
lie.
don't sound right.
Oh, just like you going to a
I would
plantation.
go.
You're
I
wild.
would go
Your-
up there.
Yo, your bucket list is wild.
I will go up there to Grave Digger Mountain. He be like, "Y'all want me? Come up here to Grave Digger Mountain. I'm on our way. Don't worry about it."
That's she
Bust it.
wild, y'all.
Yeah,
She wild. But okay, so and there's no jabs in him. I feel like he on the spectrum, low key.
He's more than on the spectrum.
There's a lot of them on the spectrum.
Because what's the matter? Like
I don't know.
we not gonna work on our social skills.
First of all, look at his head. What happened to his head? What is that?
What?
Is that a traumatic? Them things, them dents on his. Is that like a traumatic
I
brain
don't
injury?
even know
I
because
don't
in that
even
interview he had on his winter hat that yeah.
And
He
them
got
boots,
like these
He
dents.
had on moon boots.
He got these dents in his head that look like maybe he wore one of those, you know,
Helmets?
in the movies, and they had the wire things on their head.
What?
And they,
Oh,
Yo.
not
it looked like
Yo,
not
Des,
not
enough.
You making me I can't even
So
remember
is
the
it
word.
one of those type of situations? And he had a traumatic brain injury, or
couldn't
was
just have
his
on a
head
helmet?
misshapen, or what's the issue with it?
That's
I don't know.
sad.
He just I
His
don't know
brain
his
ain't fully developed.
But-
I don't know.
Between
His
that and the
conversation is
drugs.
not really more of a conversation. Like he don't really have
But it
nothing
sounds
to.
like to me the music and the conversation is not math and never.
I don't know. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't even know the songs unless like
I
it's a
don't know
hook or
shit.
something that I may have heard.
I just know what the kids
but
be yelling.
he's
That's
not
the
on
only
my
part I know.
playlist. I'm not listening to no YB.
I'm okay.
But
I feel like it's a
To each his own.
combination between drugs, mental health issues.
that's a
Whether
lot
he's
of these
had-
rappers. You seen when Dirk was doing the same thing about his what you call it? He did that campaign of how he was trying to get clean. All
I
these
feel like that was for sure because he knew he was going to jail.
all these
like that was for
rappers
sure.
is
He was at the
on drugs.
mosque and shit. I feel like
Y'all
that was for
seen
sure.
Finesse 2 times?
That's
And
all I'm
Woody?
about to say. And Woody, I'm about to say them two. They definitely on something.
Woody might genuinely just truly be slow. But Finesse is definitely because he be hitting that gangster for real.
Yeah,
for real.
he do.
definitely-
Finesse.
But I feel like
The way
just
Finesse be
looking
yelling
at
at the phone, he be
Listen.
filming
And
out
the
the
way
mouth
he
and the nose.
Just
Leaning
looking
out
at them,
and-
just looking at them. No, it's a chemical imbalance, and it's not one that a chemical they put in there. It's a chemical.
Yeah, but you know,
imbalance
but
from the beginning.
trauma can cause chemical imbalances in
Definitely.
the brain. And I feel like we be forgetting how much trauma a lot of these men have gone through, especially at such young ages. As many of their friends that's died and been killed in front of them. Who knows if they didn't kill
Right.
people for real? You know what I'm saying? All of that's trauma. So that can cause a lot of mental health issues. And then when you be smoking weed when you're from young and stuff,
Yep.
your brain is not always developing the way it should be. That creates issues mentally. Well, mental health issues. I feel like it's a whole lot of stuff that be intertwined with it. And then they just be having people around them that enable them because they want the money to keep coming. So we're
course.
going to let you do what you do. We ain't going to say nothing. And then spiral out of control because they got money.
Had to.
And
I
they
think
get bitches too. So, you know.
I
they
think
get
Woody be
bitches.
knowing what he doing though. I think
Ain't Woody the one who his son
Yeah.
had and he had the baby and he was the hearse.
I think he know what he be doing, but I also feel like he is slow. I feel like he
Nah,
he
he's
the one-
crazy.
he
He's
the one
crazy.
who
Now,
was
but
like-
first tell you.
But no, I
national-
feel like you know how it usually be like the one person in the guy group who they know that he's slow, but they still fuck with him.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like it's that type of thing.
Because he
They
the one
functioning,
he the one they send to
but-
do the stuff. That's
and
what
then when
that's
he get
what
in
Woody
trouble, They
was.
be like, oh no, he's slow. He ain't know no better, and he get off the hook type shit. I feel like it's one of them
Until
type
the
of
one
situations.
time he don't get off the hook. Yeah, they got to be more careful. Got to be more
When you
careful.
grown and when you black, and all that off the hook stuff don't even matter. When you a kid, it's
This
one
is
thing, but when
different.
you grown and you a black man, it don't
It
even
don't,
matter.
it don't
So,
even matter. Definitely. So, yeah, but I feel like, I don't know. Like you said, you watched the interview for YB on TikTok. Like I said, I went to YouTube to watch the YB interview, but I did watch the Finesse 2 time and the Lil Woody back and forth, whatever, on social media. And I just feel like, do y'all think that if, like, would they even be popular? Would they even be lit if we didn't have social media?
no.
No, because I think Finesse got what 1 or 2 songs. Do he?
Niggas is
he's
offies.
rapper, right?
Niggas be
I don't
offies.
know,
Let's
Yeah.
keep it above.
So he
Niggas
got
be
1,
offies.
2 songs. So people have those songs that make them hot, and now they have like a little platform.
Right.
So that with that little platform, they use it. Now social media is what you need. So after that, you making money off your songs or whatever. You don't have to keep doing it. They on so much social media all day. Finesse 2 times on social media all day. He foaming at the nose and the mouth
means he
all
don't
day,
have
screaming
no
at the
real
phone.
job.
Like I ain't never seen no crazy shit like that. Like I don't get it. Like what for? Why for?
But let's take it a step further. I feel like COVID made social media just even bigger than what it already was. Like the
Yeah.
addiction and stuff because people was trying to make their money and it went too far. It went too
Yeah,
far.
because I was on
People
Tory Lanez. You know Tory Lanez was up there? I was on
Man,
it.
Listen, I was on, put your pussy lips on live. I get $1,000. I was like,
Y'all was
That was hilarious. And then he had to
Unfortunately, I
go
was at
big,
work
go
I
boy.
can't. Unfortunately, I still had to work, so I did not get the luxury of learning TikTok and all that. I had to.
He
work.
was like
I'm
on
always
Instagram
working.
Live. It was like all over. Tory Lanez like little thing he did during COVID was hilarious. Like
I forgot what they called it. They was calling it something.
me
We
too.
could just call it the boom boom room for right now.
Yeah, it was. He had them girls up there. They was going. But that's what social media is for. Like
So
social media.
now, go ahead. I'm sorry. No, finish what you were saying.
Yeah, so that's what it is. So once people get a platform, all they need is social media. They on Twitch. You make money on there. They just exploit their whole life on social media for $1.
That's the problem. Is because it's so monetized. Everybody want to do whatever for $1.
Yeah, for
A
$1.
easy dollar at that.
It's there.
Or it seems like an easy dollar, but it ain't because that shit is rocking y'all world, clearly.
Yeah, they getting paid for the stupidity, so it don't even
Quarantine
matter
radio.
if it's real or not.
That's what it was called.
Half of the
Oh,
shit
that's what it
could
was
not
called.
be real. People, they just giving people what they think they want to hear. Some of it is just getting them paid. They getting paid
Because
off of it.
let's be clear, we're laughing at most of these people, not
Yeah,
with them.
with
We're
them.
laughing at them.
Definitely.
And that's the
I
sad
agree.
truth.
Stand up like the girl who just tore up the stove. I'm laughing at her.
you talking about?
'Cause girl,
Stove.
it's a girl. She was doing a trend, and she
Oh,
got on the
I did
counter
see
and then
that.
she
The glass
stepped
top.
on the glass top stove, and it caved
Yeah, I
in.
seen that.
And
It
now
broke?
she asking for people on TikTok to help her
It was
before she get in
flames
trouble.
coming out and
Oh no,
everything.
you're getting in trouble, bro. She said we just moved into this apartment, so you should have known better.
She better go on Marketplace and find her
No,
another
she
stove.
better just suck it up and just take the L on the chin. We listen.
Why would she step on a glass? See,
'Cause
it's
she-
just stupidity. They do it because they want the
Exactly.
views and,
She
and
thought
the
that
likes
was a
and
good
stuff.
old
So-
electric stove. That's probably what happened. She used to
So,
electric.
did y'all hear about the girl she is currently suing TikTok, Snapchat, and Meta. Right? She's suing them because she is addicted to social media, and she's saying that these social media platforms have caused her, to be addicted, to not be able to focus, things of that nature. Now, last week, Snapchat settled out of court. 7 to 8, maybe about 8 hours ago, TikTok settled out of court. So now it just leaves Meta sitting out there, and we already know Meta.
Let me go ahead and file my lawsuit.
Yeah, me
But-
too.
Go ahead and
Can we say that? Can we say that social media is addicting not only for the people who are entertained by it, but also the content creators?
I feel like social media is like anything can be addictive. You can be addicted to food, you can be addicted to shopping, anything can be addictive. Social media is addictive to people who do not have restraint, people who don't have self-control, people who are looking for something within that space that is lacking somewhere else in their life, because that's really social media is like a fantasy world, and to me it's all a fantasy world. People show you what they want you to see. It can be real life. It doesn't always have to be real life. It can be something they made up. It could be the good and not the bad. It's a fantasy world to me. So when you're on social media like that and you're addicted, what exactly are you addicted to?
But I feel like children are
lives?
addicted too to social media.
Now, just
But-
so that we're aware, the young lady that has started to sue social media is 19. So she in that age group where she's still a teenager, she's still a child, still some things that she can't do, and I feel that like because is easily accessible, is entertaining. It can cause, especially with everything else that's going on in the world, it can cause you to do what they call, doom scroll or whatever, to just scroll and see the different things. I agree that it has to be addicting on both ends. So I feel like it's addicting for people that's watching it, because now that's just something that they can look into. They just involved now, just like, how people who get all into celebrities' business and all of that, right? But then on the other end, for the content creators, now they always have to be looking for that next best thing, that next thing to make them go viral, that next thing to blow up. I think about, I never used to see Hartford like really on TikTok like that. But over the past like year or so, I'm seeing a lot of we call them in our hood, we call them pages. I'm seeing a lot more pages on. You don't call them that? Or you call them licks now?
Yeah.
I'm old school.
And they be young,
I call them
too.
pages,
They be
but
young.
it's more so of them acting up on the middle of Albany Avenue and busting and doing mad stuff, just trying to get viral is what I feel.
But I feel like that's an addiction to money.
Yeah,
And
because they
then
getting
maybe-
paid. A lot of
maybe
people are
attention.
they got loopholes where you get paid off of social
Yeah.
media. So if I could go run down the street with no shoes on and they gonna pay me
Right.
$30, $40
like,
and
I
I ain't got it,
understand
you gonna see
that.
people gonna do it. The kids too. The kids is on it all day trying to go viral, or they trying to make $1 too. Because
You know
once
what
they
we gotta
start
remember,
paying,
too?
that's what works
That's
too.
what-
They start paying.
And you know what we gotta also remember? We gotta remember that with a lot of the social media and the kids, you said she was 19, we gotta think about it like now when these kids are coming up, the first thing their parents do is give them a tablet, give them an iPad, and they're sitting on it all day. So they're learning to be on games and social media or whatever, just because that's what they have access to the most. And then also there's a dopamine release with social media. It's so anything that brings you some type of joy, you're going to have dopamine release. And so when that's released, you're going to keep seeking it and keep wanting it and keep wanting it. It's the same thing with drugs. There's a dopamine release with it. And that is in your brain. It's a chemical, something that's in your brain that interacts and it releases that dopamine. So with social media, I feel like we're not really. So when the internet was released to us, it was released to us without any parameters. There was no
Right.
safeguards put in place. There was nothing put in place for it. They just gave it to us and said, here you go. And so with internet came social media. It's the same thing. No parameters, no nothing. So how do we manage addictions and stuff?
But that's the
But
thing
it's too
about it.
late.
It's
We
like,
got that stuff
No,
after
it's
the
too late.
fact.
But I'm talking about even just coming up. Like some kids now, 2 years old, they 3 years old, they have iPad every day, all
where
day,
this young
every
girl
day,
was.
all day. So the young girl too, she
But
started
it's
at
given
2
to
years
them-
old.
but it's given
So
to them
imagine
from
at
a
2 years
parent.
old to 19.
But listen, it's given to them from a parent who was also given this with no parameters, and then no one told them this could be dangerous.
Yeah.
So in their mind, they're not thinking, oh, I'm just going to give this to them. It's going to be a learning game, and it's fine, but it's still it's dangerous.
But
It's
now they
creating
have like the
habits.
parental things, which I think should be used. Like I really
Absolutely.
honestly do, or certain timing on being on
Absolutely.
the internet, because or even just different things. There's a lot of different apps, different things, learning things that these kids could do when you just giving it to them. It be teaching these kids different words. Like all these kids are creating YouTube channels with their families, and they all giving off something different.
I feel like YouTube is the one that kind of started everything. To be
Yeah,
quite honest.
yeah,
YouTube started
they-
Because
everything.
I was gonna
did.
say, I come from, I'm aging myself. I'm a little older than y'all. Like I had my Yahoo account since I was like 13. So my email.
I still got
Yahoo.
Yahoo.
You still got
Okay.
a Yahoo?
I still got Yahoo. Don't
That's
do
my-
that.
that's my
That's my primary too. Don't do
That's a
that.
Yahoo.
So now this is the thing, right? So when I was coming up, the social media for us was AOL, like the chat.
The chat rooms,
You feel me? And the thing with the chat room is that you can't delete that. So you got to be mindful because your mama coming right behind you. But then like Black Planet came out. You feel me? And even with Black Planet, you had to create the email account in order to have that. But there was no way that you could hide your profile from your mama probably having a profile or whoever else, right? So we had those things that we had to factor in when we was creating it. I remember when Facebook was only for the collegiate.
You gotta have a
You
college
had to have a
account.
college account in order to have Facebook. I remember the day they opened it and made it Gen Pop. I felt the way. I like being a SAG. I felt like I could talk to my other collegiate folks. We're good. Boom, boom. All right, this is what we're doing. LinkedIn. All right, boom, boom, boom. And then it was like, Big Booty House. But I was like,
Everybody in here.
you got a
It's a
Yahoo account. Why are you
party.
in here? You feel me? So it's like, I think that's when it started to make that transition when it became, and even with that, you still had to be of a certain age to start. Like Facebook, I remember they started off, you had to be like 13 in order to get an account because you had to be 13 to get an email.
Yeah, but you could change
Now-
the date,
yeah,
your
right.
birthday. It didn't matter. It was young
Change your
kids
birth-
on there.
right. And to y'all point is parents did start getting lax. Like, you know what I'm saying? They started getting real lax. Like, my son couldn't have social media until he was at least like 15. He had to wait. And that was just to have just like a Facebook or IG or whatever. Because it was just like, I have to protect you to a certain degree because I know what's on here. And if it offends me and I'm a grown up, I know that it's going to offend you or it's going to make you, desire something else than what I need you to be looking for. You're going to be looking for some attention. So the young girl that filed the thing, it's so scary that she has been on social media since she was 2.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, that's
crazy.
sickening.
Since she was 2, she's 19. Her brain is screwed. So that's why she sued them. She got the right to, because especially if she don't got the mind capacity to focus on anything else, the first thing
That's
she
all
doing
she
is
know.
just this. Like she's at work, she probably got fired from every job she had because she cannot focus on the things that's needed.
Exactly.
She
And
probably
Think about what that does to somebody's self-esteem if they on social media their whole entire life like that and looking at everybody else constantly comparing themselves, especially as a woman. Just that's crazy. That's sad.
And I feel like as women, a lot of women do that. Like they want to be or look like the next person. Oh, I want that. Or why I don't look like that.
that's
or
a lot of with the
that.
younger
That's a lot.
generation. You see them trying. They're aspiring to be what grown ass people are, and it's like you're literally in high school. You're a teen. You're 13. You're 15, and you're trying to have the things that grown people have. And that's why a lot of these kids keep getting into stuff they have no business getting in because they're trying to get all of these things, obtain Ferraris and all of this,
Right.
all of these name brand designer
I'm telling you,
clothes
prom
and
don't look the
shit.
same.
And listen, I don't even want to think about
Nah,
prom.
don't
my
look the
prom
same.
was
I don't
crazy.
even wanna think
but
about prom.
I ain't even gonna
I
lie.
got a
For my
couple
daughter,
years.
it was ridiculous for us. Like it was
Prom
ridiculous
don't
over
look
at
the
my
same,
house.
baby, because it was like, oh, we hitching a ride for prom for me. Hey, can we collaborate? Are we
Wait,
coming
hold on. I
together?
don't even remember how I got.
Can
to
we get the
prom.
minivan?
Did we drive?
Mom,
I don't even remember.
Can we what? However we got to get the prom, we gonna step out flying, but baby, the
Man,
car might not be
listen.
what it is. We can't afford no Ferrari.
My-
Rent is still due right after graduate. I mean, right after prom, then you got graduation. No,
I don't
baby.
know, I feel like I'm gonna be with Charity and I'm gonna be over the top. I feel
Maybe-
like
Yeah,
I'ma be
I
over
ain't
the
gonna
top.
lie, over the top.
Look
My
at me.
baby
I'm
had it.
over the top,
I
Mom.
both
I
of her
ain't gonna
proms
lie.
was ridiculous. I shut down my whole street
Yeah, I'm over
This
for
is
her
my
junior
oldest
prom.
I
So
fuck with
it was
that.
like,
My
fuck
oldest
with
son
that.
made the choice that he didn't want to go to prom, so I didn't fight him on it. Yes, I was sad.
be
I was
sad,
devastated
yeah.
because I went to a prom every year I was in high school, so I was devastated that my baby didn't want to. But his senior prom, his best friend asked him to be her date so that he could be able to go to prom with all
okay.
of his elementary and middle school and high school friends. So he went. He had a good time, but me and her parents wasn't. They had the dad, because her dad is on the radio. Well, he was on the radio, but he went ahead and he drove them. They looked good, had couple dollars in their pocket.
but that's what
You know I'm saying?
social
But we
media
wa-
doing. If you look on TikTok now, they got like prom
Let my son
season
ask
going
me
up.
for a Bugatti
All you
for
see
prom.
is these dresses that's lavish,
Yeah.
and then now all these kids up like, oh, this is what I want. They going to their parents like, this is what I want. This costs about
See, that- and that's the
$2,000.
thing. I talk shit
To
like, oh, I
obtain,
ain't doing
like,
this, I ain't
come
doing
on
that. But
now.
I know when prom season come, I might be going crazy. I know it.
So, okay, so y'all, I wanted to say this also, right? That I think that's funny about not even funny, the girl that is suing social media. So, TikTok just settled today, right? But
So
the
she
US,
sued all.
yeah,
oh.
like they about to go to trial, and TikTok and Snapchat said we out first.
Yeah,
We
because
out
it's
first.
like we ain't
Tag.
gonna-
We already know what we did. We already created the algorithm to make you be scrolling. So we gonna go ahead and pay you your coins, what you ask for. We
It's
gonna
too
get
much data to support
But
her claims.
TikTok is now the United States government now has their hand in ownership of TikTok, right?
Timing is not coincidental.
Never. But also, I feel like at this point, now that the U.S. government has their hands in TikTok, do y'all think that it should be regulated? And the reason why I'm asking this, right, is because my fear is now that the U.S. government now has their hands in it, and the current person that is the spokesperson for the United States, he will snatch anything about himself that is bad off, which means, are we going to have the freedom of speech that we have on TikTok? Because do y'all remember the 24 hours we couldn't use it? Well, I could still use it.
It went
I done
black.
delete mine.
So I don't use TikTok.
It
I'm
went
like,
black.
I see.
It's legit like like stuff you learn so many different things.
Everything
from so
is
many
not
different
bad.
people.
It's a lot of good things
You can
on
learn
there
so
too.
much stuff that
So
they don't give us in our books.
I see TikTok stuff on Instagram because I'm on Instagram and I see TikTok stuff on there. So I know what it looks like and stuff. But I never felt the need to have all these. Like I don't have Twitter. I don't use TikTok. I feel like Facebook and IG is enough for me. I don't need all these different sites. They all do the same shit to me. What's the point?
Nah,
Right?
TikTok connect worlds.
Because you got TikTok, Instagram, Facebook,
So now peep game.
Meta, all of the threads. It's
I
too
don't got no
fucking much.
Meta.
Nah,
What's Meta?
Okay, so
much.
now think about this, right?
Oh.
The United States of America is no longer a part of the World Health Organization. We are no longer a part of the World Health Organization, which means we don't get any notifications when an outbreak break out in Africa, China, wherever. We don't get no notification of that, like how we used to, right? TikTok will save our lives because somebody in China
Yeah.
come out with tuberculosis or whatever. They on there like, y'all, I done had this smoker's cough for 3-6 days.
I ain't gonna lie, it was-
I don't feel like I feel like some of that information will seep through, but I also feel like they already are regulating TikTok. You can't say Epstein on TikTok. That word is blocked. You can't say that. So they already have regulations in place for what they want it to be. If they regulate stuff, it's not going to be for our benefit. It's going to be for theirs.
Yeah,
No, so
of
that's what I'm
course.
saying.
Of course.
So, but do we feel like, right, because we know that it's coming, that they're already gonna put some things in place where it's gonna be that we're only gonna be able to talk about certain things.
Absolutely.
Certain type of content is gonna be able to be put out. Do you think that we need to go ahead and start regulating it ourselves? I believe that kids need it regulated regardless. Like kids need to be regulated because they're children and they should still be able to learn the basics. Because when the internet crash and it don't come right back, little Jimmy got to find something to do. And it's not punching the walls or beating up my TV because you can't see Kai or whoever or do
Yeah,
whatever
I
they
think
doing.
we should all have regulations in place for ourselves. Like we should all be utilizing screen time and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like,
as parents
I'm not
too,
even
because
on
we
social media
parents
like
is
that.
part of the blame too, as
Because
well.
this girl that's 19, she been on social media since 2. That means the time that Facebook became general population, her parents done had Facebook in her face the whole time that it's been 19 years. That's what she just been doing.
But we also
Like-
got to remember that 19 years ago wasn't the same. We didn't know what we know about social media and internet. And
But
stuff
I'm saying,
then.
but that's why she have a case, because she's basically been addicted to this thing for 19 years. She's been exposed to this thing for 19 years, and now she's addicted to it. And that's why they probably all gonna end up paying her.
Yeah.
Because she had the
Listen.
data. She gonna be able to take her mom and her dad Facebook
if y'all
and be
gonna pay
like,
her, what's
you
good for the
see me?
goose is good
Good
for
for
the
the
gander.
I was
So
eating
run me
chips.
my money.
Everybody gonna be going
They
right
gonna
over
be on
there
their
now.
money.
I was eating chips.
Okay.
The
Guess
lady
what?
the Mel lady always speaks to me. She said she likes my cute bows that I wore in the house. She didn't even see me. See, you're just exposing your kids to all this stuff.
Yeah, everybody
we-
gonna
we
be up trying
definitely-
to write them up a
Definitely.
lawsuit fast.
Definitely.
Yeah, because I'm already thinking about mine.
Look at that.
I'm already thinking about mine.
I cannot
Give me
focus.
my
I be at work
coins.
strolling,
Coins.
writing and strolling.
I be
just
getting
like
shakes
this.
when I don't use it.
Not the shakes.
Something, because run me some
But
money.
with me thinking that content creators could get addicted to it too, it just made me think about Kai. Like the fact that he kind of like pulled back from his normal streaming to now he's decided that he's gonna read. You know what I'm saying? To better himself. And I love the fact that he's reading and he comes across a word that he doesn't know and he looks it up. Because for me, if another kid or another person sees that, then that's gonna be something that they like, you know something, maybe I'm gonna try that too. Okay, it's a learning thing. So I know that he kind of like backed away, saying that he was dealing with some personal mental issues or whatever. But I feel like maybe social media bigged him up so much, right, that he lost whatever his purpose is. And this is a reset for him to figure out what he want to do next.
I don't even know if we could say he lost his purpose because he's young. Like, a lot of people don't even realize what their purpose is till they're fully grown. I feel like he's just evolving. He's doing what humans do, but he's doing it in front of thousands and millions of people.
Yeah.
And that changes it, that sometimes people put you in a box and they don't want you out of that box. And it can be stifling. It's a lot of pressure. And I feel like we also have to remember that him being a streamer and doing all he does, he's supporting a lot of different people and their families. That's a lot of pressure. That's a different type of pressure that none of us could ever understand because we're not supporting hundreds of people, the production team and all that. We're not, you know what I mean? We don't understand what that type of pressure is like. The pressure of dating in the public eye, your relationship going sour, and everybody putting in their 2 cents, and you know him cutting his hair, and
Yeah, or him
everybody
meeting
has something to
celebrities
say
and
about
feeling like
everything.
he not giving them too much attention, or he walking by celebrities and they be like, "Oh, you walk by him like you didn't know who it was," and it's like, "I don't. He's a
don't.
kid. He's 20-something years
'Cause
old.
the
I didn't
other
know who that
thing-
is." So I definitely understand that. Like it's hard to be in the public eye and being young, and you don't really wholeheartedly have the whole inside.
Shit, it's hard. It's hard being young or just trying to grow and change when you're not in the public eye. Just imagine the public eye is crazy.
Yeah.
It's I'm in a growth spurt right now with myself, and I feel like it's not hard for me because I really don't care what people think. But I know a lot of people are probably mad. 'Cause like, damn, like I ain't spoke to her since then, and this, but. It is what it is. Like, I don't need you to understand it. It's for me to understand. But being in the public eye, I couldn't imagine having millions of people having something to say about
Yeah,
what
that
I'm
mess
doing.
you up mentally.
Yeah,
Like
you
mentally.
feel like letting
Because
people
every time you
down.
got to turn around, there's somebody got something else to say about you. You reading all these things that people are putting out about you that halftime ain't even true. You just,
But the other thing
people
is
just trolling.
that could it be that he recognized that he was addicted to what he was doing? Because you got to remember, he's in his house, sitting in front of 4 or 5 monitors, just consistently all day, all night, just looking at these screens. Yes, he gets to go out, but majority of what he does,
It's
he just
in-house,
sitting
yeah.
there looking at these screens,
24
worried
hours
about what
streaming.
somebody's saying about him, always having, and then feeling like I have to react to some of this stuff that they saying or a lot of this stuff that they saying, because if I'm not interacting with the crowd,
And also
I'm
some
not-
of the people he interviewed, because when he interviewed, he had Ray J there. He stayed over night 24 hours with them.
And Ray
It
J
was
was
crazy.
weird.
Ray J was weird to them boys, them little boys. He was weird as ever. Like, that's weird. Something's wrong with Ray J. Like, he weird
feel
as
like,
hell.
he's
And
just
then
becoming
even
his
when
own
he did,
man.
what's Kodak? Kodak had him scared. He was
Yeah.
scared.
Some
when
of the
that
people
screen,
didn't
like,
even. Some of the people didn't even need to be on that platform or him.
Yeah,
period.
like, but they were just inviting different people. I like when Tiana Taylor was there. It was
Yeah.
real, like,
I liked when
like-
Sexy Red was there too.
yeah. It was. It's a
dope.
few people that was there that was nice, but it was
Drewski,
some
I always
people
love
that.
with Drewski. That's my boy. I love when he show up because they have a good time.
Yeah,
but
like-
it's just things like that. Like he had to. I feel like at some point he had to bring the outside in so that he could feel normal. And I think once he got to bring the outside in and he started getting invited to these award shows and things like that, it made him realize that I could be bigger than this. I don't have to be stuck at my house streaming. I don't even have to go to a studio to stream. I could do other stuff because I'm talented. And for me, it's like, what if him becoming famous by streaming was an accident? You feel
I
me?
just feel like it's us. We're the problem.
Definitely it's
We're the problem.
consumer.
Because we sitting here speculating about the man life. The man just trying to be a man.
Definitely.
Just trying to find himself, trying to be his own man. And we got to think about the way that they treat him has been disgusting. They're so disrespectful to him.
Yeah.
He probably just tired. He probably don't want to be looked at as a joke. You know what I'm saying? He don't want people speculating about his life and what he got going on. He probably want to be in the low, minding his business, doing his thing. I think that's really all there is to it.
So the thing that we should take from it is everybody gets to evolve. Like,
And just mind your
and that's
motherfucking business
it.
when
If you
people
want
is evolving.
the
That
same way
too.
you could decide today you a blonde, but tomorrow you a brunette. He get to choose if today he a streamer and tomorrow he a
he not.
stripper.
Yeah.
He can do whatever he
What?
want to do. I'm just
You
saying.
just had to go far
I
left
did.
with it.
You already know I had to. It was necessary. But I'm just saying, whatever he choose to do, he should be able to do that.
choose it,
And
yeah.
we should be able to respect that. As long as he didn't decide that tomorrow he want to be a serial killer, we should be all right. Nothing that he's doing is causing bodily harm to anybody.
So the message of the day is, whatever somebody choose to do, let them do it and mind your motherfucking
Fucking
business.
business,
That's the
okay?
message of the day.
Mind your business, naive.
It's
Okay.
not your business. Stay out of it.
Exactly.
Stay out of it.
Exactly.
For sure.
Exactly. So, but I'm not going front, right? I have noticed that I was on social media a lot more this over the weekend just because of the snowstorm Benjamin, which is taking over the country, not the East Coast, the country. And y'all don't find that weird? That it's winter on the whole country.
I mean, we
They
all
got
know
them
that they
kids
got
got
the
that
heart
little bit of snow. They
machines.
having fun down south. I seen them kids. I ain't gonna lie, on TikTok.
Right.
They having a ball in a little bit of snow. We used to the snow, so
Yeah.
people that don't get the snow, they having fun. But it's crazy because our streets is horrible. It's
We
bad.
haven't had this much snow in a while. I think it's been
Yeah,
some
I
years
said that
since
too.
we had this
We
much
have a lot of snow in a
But
while,
we
but
definitely
it's
used to
like-
I
get
think
more
the
than this.
last
when we
Yeah.
were
time we
younger.
had this storm, it was 2013. We had snow like this.
Was that when the electricity and stuff went out? It was really bad.
No, that was
that was
Halloween.
that was Halloween because I was
but
pregnant.
one
yeah.
after that.
That was
yeah, it
Sandy.
snowed
That
in
was
October
Sandy.
early.
No, that was the hurricane, the Sandy thing. That was in October.
No, I definitely thought we had a snowstorm where it snowed and it snowed early.
Yeah, for
It-
Halloween.
It snowed?
Them was two different
they
years,
shut
though.
they
Oh,
shut
okay.
Halloween down in
Okay, yeah,
2011.
yeah. We
because
had no
it snowed real
power,
bad. We didn't have no
no
power,
nothing,
nothing.
yeah.
And then 2 years after that.
So no, Sandy was 2012. That was 2011.
Yeah.
Sandy was 2012.
Sandy was 2012, but then after that, Sandy was the rainstorm.
Sandy was the hurricane, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then 2013 there was a real bad snowstorm like the one we just had.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
And we ain't got nowhere to put this snow. The city ain't plowing these streets good enough. We hate it. Jail.
I had the shovel.
I was about to add.
Back hurt.
because we the single ones. Charity got a boo. She got a husband.
I got a husband.
You
You bitches don't got.
Somebody, anybody,
Don't
help me,
talk-
please.
I have-
Somebody.
Not you. Not you. Not you.
Because, bruh,
Not you.
I got an ex one.
Not you. Not you. Not you.
Okay, so you know what they. So you went out there, you shoveled your snow.
Yeah,
You
had
did
to
a
do what I
job?
had to do. Had to do what I had to do. I don't need nobody. The mailman slipping and falling, trying to sue me. Now I ain't got no house no more. I ain't got time for all that. I was supposed to have a snow guy come here and show up, so I had to do what I had to do. Me and my daughter was out there breaking our motherfucking backs. Of course, my daughter, she lived the soft princess life, so she acting like she don't know. Oh, the snow is so heavy. Oh, I'm like, girl, you ain't even doing nothing. So I basically did it myself.
Being
My
the alpha
fucking
woman
whack
that you
ass
are.
neighbors.
They watched you.
All their shit was done. They had their plows out
He
there.
woke up, they was done early.
I heard them shit, so I went outside thinking everybody to come and help me because they see me. No. My sidewalk, his sidewalk ends here. My sidewalk starts here. He stopped right there. That's some bitch ass shit. That's some bitch ass shit.
He was like,
Mike,
I'm
if you
not
see
helping
this,
you.
that's some bitch ass shit.
Mike,
If you see this, that's some bitch ass shit.
Word to everything. That's fucked up. I'm like
Because
the
now
only
this
black
my
person
thing.
on my street, the only single person on my street. Y'all know it's just me and my daughter. Y'all know
Why
this.
y'all couldn't help?
Y'all couldn't help me? Don't none of y'all asses better sit and far in front of me because I'm acting like I ain't seen shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got my back hurting and shit.
Damn, Mike. So this okay now because do you think that Mike feel like you an alpha female? So he ain't
I don't give a fuck what Mike think. Come help me, nigga. I don't give a fuck what you think. Come help me.
I feel you because like for me,
Shit.
we both single.
I just feel like
Mike,
did
you
not
coulda
shovel
asked.
I don't feel like it
no
even has to do
snow.
with. I don't even feel like it has to do with alpha female. None of that. It's to me that's just common courtesy. Common courtesy to if you see someone struggling with something, you help
Help
them.
them,
Like you see old
definitely.
lady walking across the street, you help
Especially
across the
a
street.
woman, like,
if
at
you
the-
know
at
if you
the-
know that this shit gonna take you 5 minutes, it's gonna take me 2 hours. Why not just do that shit for me?
Yeah, especially
Why
Or
not?
offer you the machine, like you want to use
Yeah.
mine.
Or
I
even be
charge
like,
you.
hey, you could
I
just
charge
put
it
in
up for
$20
you.
for gas, and I do it for you. Something you want to use it, something, but nothing. Y'all just gonna leave me. All right.
So we gonna raise the funds
Don't
so
slip
that
and
next
fall.
winter you get one.
Somebody
And
please
we
do.
gon'
I need somebody to do it
tear
for
the
me
yard.
because I don't even like mowing my lawn and I got the lawnmower. I need somebody to come. You can use the equipment. I don't want to do
Okay,
it.
so now this is my question. If the roles was reversed and Mike didn't have the machine, but you had the machine, would you have helped Mike?
Yeah, Mike, you want to use this? I say, hey, Mike, if you do my sidewalk and shit, you could use it to do yours. That'd be it. Just do mine and you can use
but
it.
if you was already out there on your shit, getting it, boom, 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 boom,
It
boom,
do
boom,
not
boom,
shake.
boom, boom, and you
Why?
finish your shit, bam, bum, whoo, hot cocoa, bum. Damn, Mike shit not done. It's 8:30.
I probably
Let me-
do it. The first time I used it, I probably do because I'd be excited to use my big boy toy the first
all
time.
right, we talking
but
about this
after
the
that,
37th
you can
time.
use it yourself.
All right,
You
so
can use it
so
yourself.
basically, okay, so now this is my question to you. If Mike had at least just said, "Hey, you can use it," you'd have been straight with that too.
Yeah.
All right.
I would've been fine with
I
that.
could dig that. I could dig that.
Listen, either
Yeah,
you
it's
can
just
help
an offer,
me,
it's a thought
you
that
can help me help
counts.
myself. Either way, I'm cool with it. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not,
Okay.
you gotta do that. It's not that. You know
It's
what I'm
a it's a
saying?
thought that counts.
Yeah,
I get it. I
just
understand
be-
it. Like just don't
say
see me out here
something,
struggling.
even if you would have been
just be like,
shoveling with me. Because a couple years ago, so the first year I moved there, me and my daughter was out there shoveling. It wasn't as much snow, of course. And this old lady from down the street came and helped me. And I swear to God, she was like, I don't know what's wrong with these men. And this old lady was helping me. I feel like I was in an episode of Touched by an Angel because I swear to God, she went to do the driveway, the bottom of the driveway. And then I said something to her. When I turned around, she was gone. So I'm like,
You thought she was Delarice?
I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I was like, like she was gone and shit was done. I'm like, it was. I don't want to say it was weird, but it was just like, damn, what the hell just
But
happened?
did she gave you that motivation to get it done?
No, I was already getting it done.
Oh, okay.
But she came and was like, I don't know what's wrong with these men. Because they literally just watch me, whether it's mowing the lawn, whatever it is that I'm doing with the yard at the house.
maybe they just
watch
minded
me.
their business.
But they not because this
Nah,
what I'ma
that's
say.
crazy, though.
So in my I live in a 3-family. I'm on the first floor. It's a guy that live on the second floor. It's an older guy that live on the third floor. But for a long time, it was just me, the guy on the second floor, and some girls that lived on the third floor. The dude on the second floor would never take the trash to the road. Never bring it back, right? And I'm not saying like, oh, okay, it's my trash can, whatever. But he would load up all the trash cans with all of his stuff from his pastas from the weekend.
Oh, nah,
and
you
then
bringing that down,
expect
my
for
boy.
everybody to bring it down the driveway. But then also, he was not helpful. Like him and all his patrons and friends would be in the yard, see me come from the grocery store, have a whole bunch of stuff. None of them will ever jump. And one of them had the audacity to ask me if he could talk to me. Where? I said, was you out here 3 weeks ago? He said, yeah. I said, did you see all that stuff I was bringing from my car to the inside? He said, yeah. And you watched me?
See,
and
but
now
you know what?
think that me and you supposed to run?
But you know
And
what,
now-
too? I feel like a lot of times men kind of lean on that shit where they, oh, what the way the world is now, you don't be knowing what's safe and what you
So
can't do
ask
with
me.
women. They be trying to lean on that shit when it's like, come on, dog.
Ask me. Hey,
Come on.
hey,
You could
hey,
have said, hey, you need
do
some
you
help.
need some help?
It's a yes or no. I'm going to tell you
And
yes,
if
I'm
you
going to tell
already
you no.
see me almost about to drop my eggs, I need
Listen,
help, bro.
Last year, where's the boy at? Matter of fact, I forgot his name. I would have gave him a shout out. But last year, 2 young boys came and they was shoveling around the street or whatever. And he shoveled for me. And I'm old school, you know what I'm saying? Like I made the boys some pancakes and shit. I let them
old
come
school.
in and
Hey,
eat
yo,
some
she-
pancakes. I swear to
yeah,
God.
you want
I
some
swear to
lemonade?
God. I let them
Help
come
her
in,
next
eat
time,
some
though.
pancakes.
You don't live in the country. This girl up there giving out lemonade
heard
sitting
some
on the
voices.
porch.
She came out, she was like, who the hell these men? I'm like, they just shovel. I made them some pancakes.
Right.
We had, what's wrong with that? Like, that's how I am. I like to, if you help me, I'll help you. Like, I don't just need you to just do for me. You know what I'm
Miss
saying?
Parker,
Like,
Miss Parker,
yeah,
Miss Parker.
like that's how I
They
am.
gonna come back
So
to your house.
They ain't come back. Shit, I don't know where they at. I
You
don't
gonna
know
have
where
to
they
find
at.
young men.
The
If
two
y'all
young
see us
black men that
and y'all,
came-
y'all did her lawn last. I mean,
Yeah,
y'all did
where
her
y'all
yard
at?
last year. Come back.
Y'all supposed to come help you,
Miss
girl.
Parker
What
said,
happened?
"Come back."
I had the pancake batter ready and everything.
I can't.
Damn,
She
my
was
back
ready.
hurting and shit now.
But y'all, it just make me think, right? Because what's her name? I think it's Cheyenne. I don't know.
Cheyenne, Dr. Cheyenne.
Bryant, right?
Bryant,
She did an interview and she said that she was an alpha woman, right? I watched the interview, a clip of it, whatever. She said in her first marriage, she was an alpha woman, basically like not taking no shit. This what it is, this what it ain't. But she felt like that prepared her for her second marriage, where she was able to be both sides, both alpha and submissive, right? And how do y'all feel about that? Like for me, I can relate to being an alpha woman, but I don't want that to be a title that's put on me.
Yeah,
Just
I don't fuck with
because
titles.
I feel like if I'm better at doing something than he is, then the person that's better equipped to do it should do the job. So if it just so happened that I'm a better cook, I should probably cook. Maybe you could budget better. I don't know, but why is it that in our culture, or just in culture in general, is that it's this whole alpha male, alpha female?
So I feel like
Dynamic
everybody
battle.
loves slapping a label on something
I
just
agree with
because
that.
people can't understand something unless it has a label. Unless it has a name to it, people act like they can't understand it. People, they don't have hard time understanding women in our ways, so they got to give us a label like they got to give men a label. I mean, I get it, but I don't subscribe to the label shit because I just feel like we all have different characteristics in who we are in whatever space in life we are and wherever we are at in life circumstantially, like whatever situation we're in, it dictates how we are in that space. So to be like, I'm an alpha female, I can't really subscribe to that because at work I may be, but at home I'm something different. I'm a different person. Or if I'm in a relationship, I'm something different. Like a lot of my friends, they'll say, oh, they'll tell, like if I've had a couple friends like tell men who I was talking to or dating, oh yeah, she's feisty, and it's like, but I'm not. Who I am when I'm with my friends is not the same person I am when I'm with somebody.
Yeah.
So it's different. You're different. So I don't really feel like it's fair. I feel like a lot of women, they'll label themselves like Cheyenne Bryant saying, oh, I'm an alpha female. I feel like she's putting a label on herself so that men can better understand who she is because it's easy to identify those traits. But I think it's a disservice to yourself, to be quite honest. Like, why are you boxing yourself in? Because now people are going to expect you to be this way and be this way all the time
Yeah.
when that's not who you are, truly. You're different.
I agree. I'm not. If you leave it up to my husband, he would say I'm an alpha female. That's his favorite. But I'm not. I don't like to box myself. I don't got a place. Like I'm that person. You're not gonna put me in something that
We adapt.
Yeah, like what it is. I would say some of my traits I can be masculine, but I had the growing up to be that way. You get what I'm saying? I had to be the one that's taking care of this, or if it's at work or whatever it is that I'm doing. So at the time, I feel like, yeah, I may have those, traits sometime, here and there.
Situationally,
I'm not
yeah.
gonna say
When
that all the
needed,
time
when
I do,
necessary.
'Cause
or
that's what I was gonna
I
say.
strive to have them, but
Right.
over the years, if they became
Ingrained in
engraved in me,
everything,
it's
yeah.
kind of hard to actually get them, push them away sometime,
Especially when people don't understand where it's coming from and why you have that trait and why you're still leaning on it, so they can kind of take away whatever is needed for you to no longer have to lean on that.
'Cause I
People
was
need to
gonna
understand
say,
that.
For me, I relate to being an alpha female. And I know how to no longer be an alpha female and turn into a beta female when a man shows up to make me feel safe to live in my softness. Because I was raised to, I had to be the smartest. I had to clean up. I had to do this. I had to do that. But with being domesticated, I also still had to be able to be out in the world and work and be the smart and do all of those things. So when a man comes and he makes me feel safe, I don't have a problem with shedding that and being able to be soft and whatever, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is to do that so that there is balance, right? My alpha characteristics don't show back up until now my safety has been threatened. I no longer feel safe. So now that I no longer, and it could be you lied about something, I saw something that I didn't need to see. Anything could have
choice
happened.
of
I could be
words.
triggered. Right.
Yeah,
I could be
triggered by a choice
triggered
of
by
words.
something
I definitely
that
agree with that.
immediately make me put that first guard back up. And then if I, because I'm working to no longer be in that alpha space, if I'm trying, right, to be like, hey, let's talk about this, let's work through this because I don't feel safe anymore. Let's work through it. If me expressing what I need doesn't get met with let's collaborate to figure out how we could fix this, is met with resistance, now another wall has gone up. And it's just gonna keep going. So now instead of me being like, well, babe, what would you like for dinner? What happened today? How was your day? Instead of it being like that, is, oh, you ain't eat today? That's crazy. Cause I ate.
What?
It turns into we not asking about each other day no more. It's just kind of like, okay, so what time you available to do X, Y, and Z? Now it's transactional, which it has always been transactional, right? Because
it was
that's
in a
relationship.
different manner.
But now I'm being vocal about how transactional.
See,
this
but
is.
you know
And
what?
then
You know what I
marks me
learned?
as
What I learned
alpha.
is, for conversational purposes, I guess I can say I identify as an alpha female. But what I learned is that type of stuff is low-key self-sabotage.
Definitely.
And so over the years, I've been working on to, even if I'm triggered, I've been working on checking my damn self, because everybody's not going to act and do what you want them to do
Yeah.
just because that's what you think they should do, or because you with them or you love them and they love you. That's not how. That's if it's a perfect world. So over the years, I've been working on, although I'm single as fuck. Anyway, I've been working on trying to
Her
figure
DMs
out
open.
how to check my own triggers, so that when I am triggered, I can check myself and I don't have to end up in that mode where I'm sabotaging something that doesn't need to be. It can just be a conversation of, this is how this made me feel, and I felt like that, but I'm okay. And for future purposes, if you could, moving forward, if you could do this or do that, it would be helpful. If you don't, I'll be cool, but I'm not going to put my guard up and then sabotage something. You know what I'm saying? Because I just feel like sometimes I don't even know how to say it without saying what I was about to say. But we just have to be mindful of the energy we're putting out and the things that we're saying to people, how we're treating people, especially when we're not in the spaces that we want to be in. Because we aren't always in a good space. We aren't always in love with ourselves. I feel like people say, oh, you can't love someone else until you love yourself. But I feel like that's bullshit. Because you're not going to always love yourself. So I just feel like it's so much that goes on with us as humans that we just got to be careful. We just got to be careful.
But I think for Black women, though, like, are a lot of us raised to be beta women?
I feel like we're raised on survival. We're raised to know how to survive.
Yeah,
And I
feel
think
like
that
that's
our
agree with that.
survival gets mistaken of us being alpha because the alpha men, the men who are loud and proud to scream they're alpha men, they feel like what we do for ourselves, because we don't need them in that capacity, they feel like we're alpha females, and now we're not suitable because they're gonna bump heads.
See,
with
but
us.
that's the
When not
misconception.
case.
We do
Right.
need them.
We
We
do.
need you,
But
men.
the thing is that
we just can do. We will figure out how to do it without you,
you
because we
until
have
you
no
show
choice.
up.
Yeah.
But we need you.
Until you show
we just
up,
got to
right.
figure shit out. Like, historically, and I don't even want to say historically, because I know that the percentages and stuff is way higher than what it used to be. But the majority of what I see around me is single Black mothers. You know what I'm saying? So the dads are not there. You're not stepping in. You're not helping. So we have to figure it out. We don't have the choice to be like, oh, I don't want to be a mom today, and just pawn off the kid to the dad. We don't have that option. So we are stuck having to figure it out. And shit like that hardens you. Life hardens you. Going through things by yourself hardens you. Certain situations, being a single parent is traumatic. Like, people don't even, it's traumatic.
Yeah, going through that by
as much
yourself,
as I want
yeah.
another kid, I'm afraid, because I don't want to be a single mother again. The shit is hard. It doesn't look as hard as it is. I make it look easier than what it is, but the shit is fucking hard. You know what I'm saying? My daughter's a teenager now. This shit is scary. This shit is difficult. I know if we was gonna make it from year 13, but we here, about to be 14 in a couple weeks. We made it. Shout out to me. I kept her alive.
Shout out.
14
Not kept
years.
that alive.
What?
Yo, what?
Listen, no, but I do want to say one thing. Shout out to all the single dads though, because I know a few that's like legit single dads. Like,
Shout out to single parents in general.
yeah,
Single parents
definitely
in
in general. Shout out
'Cause
to
you
the
don't
females,
get a
but
cookie for taking
I feel
care of your
like
kid.
single dads don't always get the kudos that they need or whatever. And granted, you shouldn't be looking for a trophy or anything like that for just being a parent because you made a choice. But I feel like a lot of times they don't get any recognition. Like even Father's Day be a little sketchy for them. You know what I mean?
It do because, like she said, the percentages is kind of high on what it is.
I
But
don't
do you
even
think
really
that?
care about
Okay,
Mother's
question:
Day
do you
and
think
Father's
that
Day.
a lot of men are not there because of the women's survival mode? Do you feel like?
No,
that-
I feel like there's no excuse for a man to not be there for his child, regardless of how you feel about the mother, how the mother acts. A woman can be a horrible partner, but a wonderful mother, just like a man can be a horrible partner, but a wonderful father. There's no excuse to not be in your child's
I
life.
saw a post today where a girl said, "I have healed and I forgive you as an ex-partner, but I'll never get over how you made me feel as a co-parent."
And that's exactly how I feel when it
And
comes to my
it's
daughter's
like,
father. And
that's
he
real.
doesn't understand that. He thinks that I'm mad over things. I don't give
No,
a
I
fuck
don't
about
care.
that.
It's the way you
You
treated
are,
my baby.
yeah. That's all I care
Yeah.
about is my kid, and I put my kid first before everything. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I feel like it's two separate things. And with the whole single parent thing, I feel like that's a whole separate thing. I feel like even people who co-parent, people who are together as parents, it's not even always at the same level of people who are single parents. It's all convoluted and it's all different. It looks different for everybody. But again, you were saying that, single dads, they get overlooked. And I low-key disagree with that. I disagree. I feel like single dads kind of get more kudos than single mothers do, because it's like, oh my God, you're a single dad. Oh, I don't know any single dads. Oh, I'm so proud of you. Oh, and it's because it's not regular for us to see. But y'all just doing what mothers been doing for fucking history. Like, okay, here's a cookie. It doesn't really mean. I mean, I respect it, yeah, but we've been doing this shit for centuries. It's no different.
Definitely.
Like, well, okay.
And I think so. The thing, right, with the whole alpha male, alpha female thing or whatever, the alpha male, alpha female. That whole thing, whatever, has been ingrained in our culture for a long time, though. Like in our community, because systemically they started it. Like
I think we should just start calling it survival mode. I feel
definitely.
like calling it survival mode will be better.
But this is my question, right? With calling it survival mode, could we have said fuck the government and stuck it out with our men and survive that way, than being like, I'm gonna take this handout and you gotta go?
Times are different, so it's hard to say because times are different. The things that we had access to and the resources were different. So at that point in time, where you're talking about when it was welfare and you had to choose whether you're going to have a man in your house or you're going to have a home, and those times it was different. We didn't have different resources that we could lean on, and other people. It was not. So it's not really fair to say if we could have done that, because I feel like if we could have, we would have.
But now this is my question for current times, right? Because still in current times, it's not necessarily that the man don't live in the house, but he ain't on no papers. You know what I'm saying? So it's like now is a time where we could say, fuck the government assistance, and you and your partner figure it out to work it out. Because why be in this survival mode where Raheem got to leave the house whenever a worker is coming to do a house visit, or his you can't write none of that down or whatever. Why is it that's okay and we not in a place where now everybody could go to work? So now I love you, you love me. I'm gonna get up off these benefits so that we could strive together. Why
Yeah,
is
but
that not
I
what
feel
we're
like
doing?
when people want to get off benefits, it's easier said than done, because a lot of times when people want to get off the benefits, they want to and they are trying to, but the way the benefits are set up is set up to keep you on it. So you may need these food stamps this last month to be able to get your own space and
Or
get out
even
of
too,
here.
also how many kids
And
they
then
have too.
That too, and you don't get
plays
it
into
because
it.
now you're trying to get off of it, and now y'all screwed. So I feel like it's real tricky with people that's on benefits or whatever they on. I feel like it's a slippery slope with it, and I feel like people have found loopholes to work their way around. Like I know a couple of people who live in subsidized housing, and they, their man is not on the stuff. He live here, but it's not on the stuff or whatever. People found loopholes, and I feel like people gonna forever find
I
loopholes.
done seen a couple people going in for their redetermination and they business outside, and I'm confused because I took the bus over
I
there.
heard people saying that too.
Like, I'm talking about-
You
I'm
always
talking-
gonna have people that
I'm
abuse the
talking
system,
about,
though.
Well, they find loopholes, like you said.
Right.
Get
Or
around
abuse
it.
the
If I
system.
get a,
But
if I
just
get a,
like even with Section 8, it's like you could pass it. I guess the old law used to be like you could pass it down. Like if
can.
I age out, right? But let me take that back. Let's say right before I age out, my mother died. Now it's in my name because now I'm of age. No, get off the list because somebody else needs it.
No, they
That's
could.
not
No, they
fair,
could. They could pass. You could pass it down, but you don't have to keep it. Like if your mom passed away,
But my thing
they
is
can
people
give it
are
to
keeping
you.
it.
Yeah, some people are. You
We
get what I'm
talk
saying?
about keeping it for generations on top of generations on top of generations, and it's like this was something that was actually like it, to be honest, it was not initially created for us, but the whole program was so that you could come here, live subsidized, stack this bread, build your own, right? It was a stepping stone. It has now become, it's no longer a stepping stone, it's a lifestyle.
everyday
It's like, this
lifestyle.
what
But,
we
Yeah,
doing.
but I think we're forgetting that when you qualify for most of these subsidies, it's because you're below the poverty line. So if you're below the poverty line, just because they're subsidizing your housing and they're subsidizing your food does not mean that they're necessarily making what you still need to be able to survive on your own.
But
Yeah,
there are
and that's
people
the
who
problem.
purposely make less so that they don't have
But
to
I-
do
but
Yeah,
I
that.
feel
making
like-
less is
I feel
crazy
like
because
we're
I don't know how you
penalizing-
survive off of that.
I know.
I feel like
the
we're
economy
penalizing
is crazy
everybody
right
based
now.
off the few people that abuse the system, because a lot of people, they can't go to school when you get certain types of assistance. You
Yep.
can't go to school, you can't better yourself. They literally keeping you stuck in that loop. So talking about those people, I feel like sometimes they get stuck in it and they don't, or they just get comfortable in it. They rather take the easy way and just do what they know versus going in and taking, you know what I'm
And
saying?
that's like you said.
But
I'd rather
those-
make less money so that I don't
But
have
it's
to.
those
You
people
get what I'm
who
saying?
actually need the programs. We're not exposed to them, right? A lot of what we see, a lot of what we know about people who are like, that we even are exposed to the fact that people are abusing the benefits is because we see the abusers talking about these benefits more than we hear the people that's actually using it.
Or they could be lying.
Because when I was a kid, we had food stamps. I was not busting that book out talking about I got it. I wasn't. I was dead ass taking my real money, folding up the food stamp money on the inside and sliding it to Poppy like this for the milk and the bread because
I used
I
to be
didn't want nobody
embarrassed.
to see me with
The
them
booklet,
browns
right?
and
I
them
used to
blues
be
and them
embarrassed
greens
as
and them
fuck.
reds.
Mother used to send me to the store. I used to be embarrassed, but
But-
now hand them here, hand them here.
But listen, but during like my audition process, I met two women who said they would have EBT parties. I'm talking
What's
about
that?
I'm about to
what's
tell
the
y'all.
EBT
They up at so and so house. Let's say it's Sandra, Tanya, Tasha, Keisha. We all at Sandra house. Everybody done wrote their grocery list about what they bringing to the party at midnight. Midnight hit, everybody hit whatever store they could hit. They get it, or later on in the day, they buying lobster tails, shrimp.
And they just having a party
listen,
just because they got
And they
food
go
stamps?
to the crib.
Jail.
They go to
Jail.
Sandra house.
That's so
And
stupid.
they have a party. They is getting
So
litty.
they cooking the food after.
cooking, yum yum, eating up, plates for everybody. Hey, seafood boils on
You
that.
for real?
Why would I lie? This is what the ladies told me.
That's
my mom
ridiculous.
Listen, I was
That's
sitting
ridiculous.
in the audition line.
That's ridiculous.
I was like, what? She said, you don't remember that? No, ma'am. I'm not in your age group.
What?
Listen, some
man.
people, but I get it because
No,
some people
no, man.
been on Section 8 from when Section 8 came out in
Listen,
what, the 70s?
1974.
It came out in the 70s. So people that have been on Section 8 since the 70s though is wild crazy. I get it.
And now guess what?
I get
The
your little
person-
stepping stool, but when you gonna get off?
But the person that
you don't have some
initially
people don't have
applied-
they're not looking to
listen,
get
But
off.
the person that applied, right, and got approved for it first, them passed it down like it's stock exchange.
Listen,
Like
I
it's
applied
stocks
to 08
bonds.
and I still never got a letter or
No.
nothing back.
They told me I was 536. I wrote
I don't
them
even
back.
remember
No,
my
thank
number.
you.
That was like 08
No,
and I
thank-
still
no,
ain't never
thank you.
heard
'Cause
shit
what am I
back.
supposed to do with
Not
it?
take me off. You can just take me off, man.
I ain't never ever got subsidized housing. I feel like that's crazy.
I did.
I've always paid market
I
rent,
did.
and that's fucked up.
Me too.
That's
and guess
fucked up
what?
to me.
I got food stamps maybe twice. As soon as they sent that redetermination letter,
Listen,
and they was asking
them
me
motherfuckers
for
gave me
a
$35. They gave me $35.
I hate the food
Literally.
stamp stuff.
What is
Like, just keep it,
$35
bitch.
though?
The documents they wanted me to bring, they wanted me to basically give them a baby limb. I was like, I don't want it. It's not worth the $150.
Yeah, they
that
do.
y'all
Like,
giving
I want
me.
your bank
Stop that.
statements.
Let me-
I want this. I want that. You want
Do
all
you
this
have
to
a
give
car?
me some food stamps?
Did your
Like,
Uncle
it's
Tom
crazy.
Tom and Jimmy let you hold $50 3 weeks ago? Damn, I can't even get a loan for some food stamps? For
They
something
ask-
that
they
might
ask
wait,
more for,
because you
food
still
stamps
gotta
when
have
you
a
buying a
job,
house.
right? You still
Yeah.
gotta either actively be looking or have one. So now I got this job, but first of all, before I even applied for this, I already was paying taxes. So you not letting me reap the benefits for my previous taxes?
Listen,
That's
they ask you
crazy.
more to give you food stamps and when you buying a house. They ask you more to give
Yo.
you some shit than for you to borrow some fucking money.
Or even the medical.
crazy.
You
They
can't
ask
even get
you
the medical easy
Yo,
like that
crazy.
either. You might forget it.
Nothing. They be like, oh, you want cash? Where's the father and his mother and his father?
Matter of fact,
where's your grandfather?
Don't they put the fathers on child support when you get cash automatically? Don't they do that? Don't they put the fathers on child support automatically
Yeah.
when they get cash?
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yep, we do.
Immediately. If you got all the information, if you ain't got the information, you ain't getting no cash. Go on ahead, take this $50 of food stamps we're gonna hand you, and we might give you a little bit of this utility assistance. But other than that, your health insurance, you can have that. And now they sketchy with that.
So what do you think black people should do? Should they be in survival mode or alpha? How
So my thing is, because we are naturally already probably in survival mode, we need to be creating the plan to get out of that, to move into this alpha or this I don't want to call it normal.
I just feel like
This
get
working
out
life.
of survival mode and just learn how to live.
Definitely.
Learn how to live.
But they gotta be taught too, because a lot of these people done been in that mode for so long, their whole life, 60.
it's just, I feel like it's a slow process.
But I feel like you
baby
gotta
steps.
want it too.
But
So
it's-
if you,
And whatever living looks like to you, you'll do the things that equate to you living. It's going to look different for everybody.
But that's the scary part for me, right? Because a lot of people that abuse it is that they live in this fancy upscale lifestyle. What's going to help them? Like once they get off the system and they don't have that crutch anymore, what's their next move? Because they lifestyle not going to.
I mean, I guess we seeing they move. We seeing they next moves. They on social media.
Oh, and scamming.
We just talked about their next moves. They on social media. That's how they getting their money. That's why they addicted.
so how we supposed to do it?
Yeah.
How we supposed to?
It's kind of every man for themselves.
this
If you
point-
want it, then you want it bad enough. You're gonna figure it out. You gotta read some self-help
'Cause I
books,
just went to
maybe
work.
look at some shit.
Not
on
just with
YouTube.
the
I
work.
went to work. I just
So-
applied for a job and I just worked. And then once I got my work experience, I just hit up my resume and then I just applied for another job because maybe people being in my business just wasn't it. It just wasn't the thing for me, right? But with that, right, being on the system, like, either watching your peoples do it or now you're doing it and you in this, now you get connected with this group of people, now your whole crew, like those two young ladies that I was telling y'all about, or those two older ladies I was telling y'all about, like, do y'all feel like them bonding over their food stamp parties or whatever, do y'all feel like maybe that was a form of trauma bonding? Because I just feel like based off the circumstances, right? They was in survival mode, they struggling or whatever. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be friends with you because we doing the same thing. So now we gonna be friends.
If y'all went shopping and y'all bought lobster to have a party, you are not in survival mode. You are comfortable. So I feel like they're comfortable. I feel like maybe the traumas of where they were previously, which caused them to need the assistance. They may be connected on that, bonded
Okay.
with that, but clearly they're comfortable. So I don't necessarily know if that food stamp thing.
I
was
feel
a
like
trauma
people in
bond.
general, whether it's relationships, friendships, family, you bond with certain people over certain things. Sometimes we don't know it until we know it. You have a lot of people in your life and it's like, oh, this person became my friend because I met her here. And we was probably talking about this, that, and the third. But realizing over the years things that happen and stuff like this person really never was my friend. We really bonded over a certain situation. And let's just say because we was learning how to survive together. We was teenagers, mothers. We talked about this. We wasn't really friends, but we became friends over the situation that we both was in. But over the years, you realize so much different things that happen. Like how is this person my friend? Like, how am I still dealing with the
this
things?
person,
Like, I done dealt with friends that still talk about that and talked about me. I heard, oh, this person said this about you. This person said that about you. And it's like, well, how? Because that's supposed to be my friend. So how you my friend and you talk about me? Realize that at this big age that you're not really my friend. Me and you became friends because we trauma bonded over situations that we went through together. We went through those situations together. So that's how me and you became friends and realizing now that that's not really what it is. And I feel like we go through that in life, in relationships, family, everything. Like we go through that and we don't never really know it until know it.
Yeah, I think a lot of the friends that I have, I've been friends with since like elementary school, middle school, Basically, like I've been friends with them longer than I have been friends with them. And I feel like with some of my friends, I love them to death, but I feel like some of those relationships, they may be trauma bonds. And I feel like they aren't really, some of them aren't compatible with who I am now. Like, I love y'all to death. Y'all still my friend, but the relationship doesn't serve me in the ways that I need the friendship to serve me. You know what I mean? Like, the emotional needs I have and stuff, the relationship, it hasn't grown in a capacity where it can serve those needs for me, or maybe it doesn't even serve the needs for you. So I just think that just being cognizant of that, like, it doesn't mean you have to say, oh, fuck y'all, you ain't my friends. It's just being cognizant of it and understanding that this person has limitations when it comes to the friendship. And if you are okay with that, then be okay with it. And if you're not, then you got to step away from the friendship.
I even think even like in relationships, I watch people deal with like physical abuse. They deal with their abuse, and I feel like they have went through abuse. Like men, sometimes men pick up the things that they have. They go through abuse. They beat women. Women take heed to it. They get beat, and then later they back there loving them, and back all good for the time being until the rotation comes back again, and that's just nothing but bonding. Y'all bonding over abuse. That's not
I
the way
think
that
it's deeper
things
than
are
that.
supposed to.
It's deeper than that. I've been in a situation like that twice, abusive relationships, and it's deeper than that. It goes with your self-esteem and how you see yourself and how you feel about yourself, where you are in life. A lot of times you feel like this is the only person I have.
I
A lot of
agree,
times
but
they
I feel like,
isolate you.
First
but
get
even
into
like
that.
two people, they watch abuse. That person abuse, they watch abuse in their home. So when you're getting beat in your own home, you feel like it's regular,
yeah,
it's
that's
trauma.
what's
So when
happening.
a person is beating you and then turn around, is done. We done fighting. Now we loving back on each other because they're used to it. So they're bonding over that because that over that.
See,
Trauma.
I never saw that. I never saw anyone get physically abused. In a
See, I'm just
relationship.
saying, but I'm just saying,
And
some people may have. That's what they watch, so they look
so
at
I
it
feel
like it's
like
regular.
I feel like a lot of the abusers have grown up seeing someone get abused.
Uh-huh.
But I feel like the people that are on the other spectrum of that relationship being abused, I don't think necessarily they grew up seeing it. Some of them grew up seeing it and they think it's okay, they think it's normal. But I think a lot of them also, when you're in that situation, there's a lot of manipulation and stuff that goes
yeah.
along with it. Cause like my first relationship ever, I started dating this guy when I was in 9th grade. We dated all the way till my freshman year of college. This is a extremely abusive relationship. Like, we was beating each other ass. He beat my ass. I beat his ass. I'm getting suspended from school. I got kicked out of prom. Like, it was crazy. And his mother was abused by his father. And so, that's why he did it. But I didn't know that going into it. And when I tried to break up with him for the first time, he starts crying, and I'm just like, oh my God, like, I had never experienced. This is my first relationship. I'm like, oh my God, I feel so bad. So now I'm like, okay, well, I'll just stay with him. Stuff kept, at that point, it wasn't abusive. It was some red flags, but I didn't know, so I'm not seeing it. Later on down the line, you try to break up with him. Oh, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna slit my wrist, and you like, what the? You scared now? So it's a lot that goes into it when somebody's staying with a person, and it was a lot that went into why I stayed with him as long as I did, but it is not as clear cut and dry as it sounds. Getting out of it is not. It's a lot of stuff that goes into it.
But I think, to your point, Charity, is how did we even get to be in the same space? So, like, for me, I grew up in a household where at one part of my life, I watched my mother get abused, right? But then the second part is watching my mother get strong, and now she is the abuser. You feel me? I got to see that transition. So I think that's why, for me, I have never experienced an abusive relationship, because I typically make it very clear this could go one or two ways. You could be yourself when you leave here, or you could be beat up and leave here.
I still feel like it ties into our self-identity, how we feel about ourselves.
But that's where I think Charity is saying where the trauma is. So if I'm already having some questions and some qualms about my identity, right, based off of things that I have experienced, because you don't question your identity or who you are just because today the sky is blue. Something happened that made you think. So that's the trauma that you're dealing with. And
Either something happened or nothing happened. I feel like we're not understanding the full weight of no one pouring into you and telling you certain things when you're growing up. And speaking as a woman, when no one shows you certain things and tells you certain things, you grow up without that. And that can create the same thing as someone who had the total opposite. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's a trauma bond, and we see it a lot in social media in a lot of these relationships because they're meeting each other at a place where, you know, they're either now getting into money or whatever. They're just, you know, they getting into this place and they really getting together out of, we gotta survive to make this money, so we gotta keep this content going. And now it's turning into, now we love each other because we always right here, but we're only bonding for real because we were poor.
So
We're
I
bonding
think
because we're poor, and now we coming together, and instead of us coming together to find something positive to do, right? Something that is healthy, like doing therapy and actually being successful with that, we're choosing the latter. How can we make this entertaining? And because now the camera is constantly rolling, something that is a private transaction between us is now a public thing, which means if I'm with a man who I already know has a bruised ego at some point in his life, and now all I say to him is, I don't want that, and that's not because I'm mad at him or whatever. He could take offense to that and backhand me. That's on camera now.
Yep.
You feel me? And it's just a matter of, if we were in private, nobody would ever even know. And he wouldn't have felt like he needed to hit me because we would have been in the house and he wouldn't have felt like anybody. I was questioning his authority. Not saying that it doesn't happen like that behind closed doors, but what I'm saying nowadays with it's a lot of trauma bonding with celebrities and things like that because they're all looking at this one thing, and it's how can we get to this bag because we poor. And now, okay, we get into this bag and now we don't reach the plateau. What else do we need to do to take this over the top so we can stay relevant? Prime
I feel like that's
example,
the
and I'm happy
surface
that
level.
they kind of definitely, but trauma bonding but that's the part that we're seeing, right? And,
I feel like
and
the
only
bigger
reason why
part is when people trauma bond is someone is providing something that you need within that you don't have. They're providing something that you lack, and you're providing something that they lack. Whatever it is, we don't know, but you're giving each other something. So a lot of times, women will be with an abuser because even though you abuse me, I feel like you protect me.
Well, at that point,
Yes. Well, let's end it with this, right? And I think we should talk about it next episode. Happiness after breakup. Like, I feel like, how can we have happiness after trauma bonding, after breakups, after heartache? How do we do that?
at the survival mode.
Okay.
I'm the poster child.
Well, y'all, thank y'all for joining us tonight. Y'all be easy. Y'all be great. We see y'all next week.
Out.
Peace.
Later.